Hey guys, Pete here, and another video for you on how to use our Prime Multitrack app, which is new. So we've been using Ableton Live 10 for a while, and sure, even on our inners right now, it's marked as Ableton. It's really just tracks, regardless of the program that we're using. But this is the Prime Multitrack app. It's awesome. It's free. It's available on any iOS or Mac device. So if you have an iPhone, you can download it. If you have a Mac, you can download it on loopcommunity.com/products or on the App Store. So you download it. You log in with the church credentials, which were included in the email, which you got this video in, and you'll see this screen. On this screen, this is like the basic layout of the program, and I'm going to walk you through how to use it and why you should use it. So let's go ahead and add a song. I'm going to hit add song right here. And when you log in with our church credentials, you actually get access to every track that we've bought. Some of these have already downloaded. If you don't install, if like the first time you click on it, you have to download it, and it just takes like a couple seconds. But you'll be able to see the exact tracks that we're using and listen to them and mess around with them, play along with them, whatever. So let's say we're doing Grace So Glorious. It'll load that in. Since I've downloaded it, it doesn't have to load anything. It's just already stored. And here's the basic layout. At the top, you'll see the order of the song: intro, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, and so on and so forth, with the ability to zoom so you can see really close and kind of scrub through. I'm using my touchpad to scrub through this. I don't like doing that, though. Or you can edit the song, and there's some help there, but you can also edit the arrangement. Really cool utility. So if we said, you know what, we are going to move the intro to after verse 1, I just drag and drop, and all of the tracks of this song now automatically move to that spot. It does everything for me. Now if we were to play this, the tracks would have moved, and the cues would have moved. Everything is set for us to do verse 1, intro, verse 2. I don't know why we'd ever do that. But you can do that. And then if I right click, I can delete saying we don't want to do verse 2. Actually, we do want to do verse 2. So I'm going to double click and I'm going to put back in verse 2. And then you know what? Actually, after the intro, we're going to do the big chorus. We're going to do chorus 4 right there. So you can really cater the song to the exact order you want to do. You can drop anything in there. Really, really cool. Really easy to do. You can do it in seconds as opposed to a longer time on Ableton, which is why we actually prefer this along with the $0 price tag. So that is the top. On the left, you'll see all the tracks for the song. So there's acoustic, bass, cymbals, drums, electric, 1, 2, 3, 4, pad, piano, snare, tambourine, toms, cues, and clicks. So if I hit play, you'll even see, I'm still in edit mode. I gotta hit done. If I hit play, as you can see, we got the click, piano, and pad giving signal. And now, let's say we have an acoustic guitar player, so I'm going to not only fade that out, but turn it off just for my own peace of mind, knowing that it's a two-step procedure. Make sure that's not coming through. Bass we don't need cymbals, we don't need drums, we don't need snare, we don't need the toms, we don't need the piano, and we definitely don't need the lead electric guitar. So we were left with 3 rhythm guitars, a pad, and a tambourine. It's a good amount of ambience. I'm going to turn off the click.
Turn around, 2, 3, 4.
That's a good amount of ambience right there. It's filling out that mid space, which I'll talk a little bit more about the philosophy behind what tracks we use, when we use them, when we don't, in a separate video you'll get soon. But this is really what we're aiming for here, filling out that mid-range while the lead electric guitar player is soloing there. So already you can kind of see some of the capabilities that this can do. It has its basically built-in mixer over in this area. We could route that to places if we were hooked up to an audio interface. Over here you'll see the song set list. So if I added a couple more songs, you'll see how the set list begins to expand out the more songs I have. So you can kind of switch between your songs, and there's the tracks for Elohim, Holy Spirit, Lion and the Lamb, which is pretty neat. You can see the key that we're in. You can see the BPM that we have. And then over here, this is like the transition. So play just means it's going to play the song, but you can crossfade it so it automatically...
4.
This will automatically take us into Elohim without us pressing anything.
Intro, 2.
We're now in Elohim,
3,
even though it hasn't
4.
switched. already taken us there. So it's cool to like transition stuff. This will keep the click track going when we're done. So if we want to keep playing or kind of vibe a little bit behind a prayer, we can do that. So that's pretty cool with the set list. You can even save set lists if you want with a load set list. You just hit that and create a set list. So you can actually have different set lists saved on there. Then at the bottom here, we have some basic controls, the master level for the individual song. So if I change this on Grace So Glorious, it won't affect the other ones. We have the tempo, so we can actually speed up, and you'll see up here under BPM in real time as I change the tempo down here, it's speeding up or slowing down the song. You can change the key, and this is my favorite thing about Loop Community Prime. The Prime multi-track app is this. The original key is C#. Okay, but we're doing it in B, and I want to practice it in B, and I want to hear everything in B. So I'm just going to press down, and bam, we are now in B. Just like that. That easy. It takes care of all the warping and changing the key for us. And you can hear it. Listen to me change this live. It sounds really weird. Listen to this. So in the press of a button, the technology they have in here is fantastic to be able to warp those to the key we're doing. Now, when you warp really far away, you kind of lose some of the audio quality. So we don't usually like to do that, to change the key too far from the original, but if we do ever have to, say because we're doing a female-led song on a normally male-led song, we'll just make our own tracks, which is pretty easy. And a cool feature on this is you can actually upload to their website your own tracks and then download them into the Prime multi-track app, put your own markers in, your own cues, and automatically dynamically create cues and clicks. For example, here's Lion and the Lamb, and you'll see I haven't done that. I could put markers in right now if I wanted to, well, whatever. I'm not going to do that right now. Save. But oops, I just made this all one thing. But I actually updated this. I took the stems from Lion and the Lamb that we bought. That's the Bethel Multitracks actual master file. I took those and then I put an additional 4-bar count in on the beginning because we wanted to be able to hit this piano line. We wanted to be able to do that. And the tracks that were provided that we bought didn't have enough count in to do that. So I just downloaded the stems, put an additional 4 beats at the beginning, and then uploaded them to the website. And as you can see, I named it Extended Intro by Covenant Church. So now when we play this song, we actually have some extra space, which is pretty neat and something that's awesome that we can use for that. So that's another cool thing, if you write a song and you want to play it live with tracks, which I've done before. Anytime I write a song and I want to try it live, I'll use the Prime app to just drop the tracks in, route them where I need to route them, and do their thing. The other thing that's really, really useful for this, if I turn all this back on, and give me 1 second to do that, you basically have a full version of the song, right?
4.
You want to double up that click. You like the faster click maybe? Now, say I'm the drummer and we're doing this song this weekend. You can literally just load this into Prime, plug your headphones into your iPhone or even into your Mac, turn off the drums and play along. I'm sorry, turn off the drums and also turn off the snare, tom, and cymbals. And now you have a full band, click track, and cues to play along with. And say you want to listen to the drums and get an idea for what you're supposed to be playing, you can just solo out the drum, cymbals, snare, and tom. And learn your part. Say you're the piano player, you can do the same thing, and you can say, we're playing this in E flat for some reason. You can solo it, hear the piano part in E flat, what it sounds like, practice it. And then when you're ready and you have the part, you just turn off piano and you have the whole song with the band in E flat, the key we want to play it in,
Pre-chorus,
with cues
2,
and click, and you can
3,
practice and learn
4.
the song that way. So pretty cool, great resource. I use this all the time when I practice, so I can not only know what tracks I need to put in or leave out, but also what parts to play. So if I'm going to be Electric 1, I can know I've got to learn that part. I've got to learn this solo, bigger, bitier part that you learn on Worship Online. So this is a resource that again, it's completely free to you. Really encourage you guys to just add this into part of your routine for practicing. So if we add this, we've got worship online, we've got multi-tracks rehearsal mix, you've always got a YouTube backup, and then you also now have Loop Community, the Prime app that is again all of this free to you. We want to provide this for you guys so you have every means available to learn the parts so we can be the best we possibly can for the glory of Christ. And that's really it. That I'll talk about more when I talk about the philosophy behind why we use tracks and when we use them and when we don't in the next video. But it's all for the glory of God that we would do this, that if adding some fullness to our mix might help someone worship, we're going to do it, because that's what we're there for. We're not there to be a band. We're not there to sound the best. We're there to help people worship. So thanks so much for watching this. Thanks for even already experimenting with this and downloading it and trying to get a feel for it. I love you guys. I can't wait to worship with you again soon. Peace out.